Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Drew Gamers Final 1 Let's Play. In the last episode, we started the Lifespring Grotto, and we took out Gilgamesh and Atomos. In this episode, we're going to be doing the remainder of this dungeon. And so, answer the question of the day, what is the toughest super boss you've ever defeated? As a Final Fantasy fan, there's many tough fights. For bonus battles. But I feel like the toughest super boss I've ever done is the Lingering Will in Kingdom Hearts 2. Very intense boss fight, and I love it. So we just gotta wait for these dancers, these people just spinning constantly. And yeah, I'd probably say that. There's a few in, obviously, like the Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon. I've only ever done those once. Omega Weapon I've done in Final Fantasy 8 before that, but that's easy to cheese, so I don't really count that super tough. But I probably would say the Lingering Will in Kingdom Hearts 2. So that was an easy floor. Floor 18. We're in the Chaos Shrine. What we got here? We've got some black goblins, nothing exciting. Oh, someone leveled up then. I wasn't really paying attention. I was having a drink. So I hope you're all doing okay, and yeah, just let me know in the comments what's the toughest super boss you fought. Yeah, I'm interested to hear. Kingdom Hearts always has a lot of like bonus bosses, super bosses, especially in like the final mix versions of the game. And there's been a few in Final Fantasies over the years as well, like some really intense ones that are escaping me right now. Ozma in Final Fantasy 9, he's a pain in the ass. I'd say he's really tough actually. And yeah, this is the second to last floor. In Final Fantasy 5, I have never ever, just to give you an idea of like how tough they are and stuff, I've never beaten the two super bosses we're going to be fighting in this episode. They're so tough. They are easier in this one, but I remember doing this for the first time and like getting absolutely obliterated numerous times. Jeez. Okay, right. Kill Shark. So this is the penultimate episode, which is interesting. These are actually originally supposed to be episode 19, like I said. The episodes 17 and 18 were always supposed to be one episode. But I divided it into two. So yeah, we're on the penultimate episode. I hope you've been enjoying the series. I'm excited to bring you more Final Fantasy content in the future, bring you more lore from the series, bring you more amazing stories. There's been a lot of those like random frames where like the battles haven't cut properly, and I usually check them, and for whatever reason I didn't. So, but it's fine. It's like a split-second thing. It's not anything major. Are we going to find the stairs anytime soon? It's not a super long episode. It's about half an hour. Yes, there we are. What are the chances of that just missing the stairs completely? So, Lifespring Grotto level 20. Once you get to a certain point, you split off either left or right. And I believe we go to the left one first. I could be wrong. Yeah, we go to the left first. first saved it there. I think 1,000 years it has been since the challenger stood before me. Show me the power you possess. Defeat me if you can. This is Omega. Not to be confused with Omega Weapon. That's two completely different bosses. And Omega has appeared in a few Final Fantasies. He's appeared in, obviously, Final Fantasy V, this one. He is also in Final Fantasy 12. And obviously you can see he's a mech. Sort of machine. And he does ridiculous damage. He's very defensive as well. So you have to really, 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 really stack up your tempers to do any sort of damage to him. And he will do a move called Wave Cannon, which I believe is magic-based damage, and it does a lot of damage as well, so we gotta make sure we stay healed. He does Earthquake as well, so we can one-shot you. In Final Fantasy V, he is very, 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 very tough. See, look, we did 173 damage, and I think might have already put temper on him. His defenses are ridiculously high. And like I said, I've never ever beat him in Final Fantasy V. And he's just like, when you find him, he's just like literally just sat there in the overworld just moving around. He's just in he's in the final dungeon of the game and he's just there, he's just like walking around normally and you think, oh, well, and you actually find people in the final dungeon so you can talk to. So when I first did it, I thought he was just like someone I could talk to. Oh boy, sure, I was sure wrong. I got absolutely obliterated. He does so much damage though. Like even with all your protects and your invis on your characters and stuff, he will still do a ridiculous amount of damage and can take out your party very, very easily. And this is why I wanted to do this one last compared to the Wind Whispering Cove. There you go. I keep wanting to call it the Whispering Grotto, the Windswept Cove or something. And I'm like, where have we got Windswept from? It's not Windswept. It's Whisperwind. These two are very much, the two bosses on this floor are very much more difficult than any of the other bosses in the game. And it's a nice little challenge. Especially the other one. The other one I find more difficult than Omega. And you'll see why. See, even with all our like buffs up and stuff, because we're not really protecting our magic defense, essentially. We're still getting like 300 to over 300 damage to us on certain characters with Wave Cannon. So it can, if you're not careful, it will wipe you out. I can't remember exactly how much health he's got. I think he's got about 30,000 HP. And we're doing a good chunk of damage. I hope no one gets hit by that. I think at this point I've got ribbons on everyone so they don't get hit by instant kill moves. I could be wrong. 2,400. Jesus Christ. It's hard to, like, at certain points, it's very hard to narrate certain battles because there's only so much I can say about it. But it is, like, It's a very, very tough fight. If you don't know what you're doing, you will get wiped out very easily. But at this point in the game, I'd hope that you wouldn't have an idea of what's going on and how to sort of set up against it. But if you've never fought a Mega before, it's very tough. I don't know if he's weak to Thunder Elemental Magic in this game, but that's the strategy to do it in the other game. You set up Thundaga Sword on your character, and then you have like multi-hit, so you'll just keep hitting him with like the same attack over and over and over again. It'll do ridiculous damage to him. So much damage is with this now. Still see it's still over 300 damage to us. Which, when your characters only have a max of 999, it's very deadly. And he can do it multiple times in a row if he wants to. I just got very lucky. I can't imagine him having much health left, though. Because like I said, we've got another one to fight as well. Oh, he missed. I can't, like I said, I can't imagine him having much health left, so let's see. Who's gonna kill it, though? I feel like still Frederick's killed a lot of these bosses because he's sort of like got the last chip of damage off on him. Wave cannon. Yep, there you go. Frederick did it again. Which is interesting because like this whole like Let's Play's been all about Sterling, and then like all these powerful bosses, it's all about Frederick. And for that we get Murasame. And we have to leave, and then I went through the dungeon again, so we can go to the right side. Oh boy. Which follows Omega. This is Shinryu, and again, he is another very, very, very powerful super boss from Final Fantasy V. Never beat it. Very intense. Doesn't have all its like super intense, powerful attacks in this one compared to Final Fantasy V, but it's still deadly. And Shinryu's been in a lot of them, and I can't remember the exact lore on Shinryu, so I might look it up real quick. Because obviously he's been in different Final Fantasies. Let me see. I know he's been in 10, he's in many different versions. He's like the Nova Dragon, usually. But what's his actual etymology? What lore is he from, if he's from anything? Shinryu is a Japanese name for... Oh, okay, so he's the Japanese version of Shenlong, which is one of the symbols of Asian mythology. Oh, so you look at Montu, who's already down. And I believe it's the tiger in the north, the vermilion bird in the the tiger in the west, the dragon in the east, the vermilion bird in the south, and the black tortoise in the north. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. And so Shinryu is the eastern dragon. The Azure Dragon. Which is very cool. Love that little nod to some more mythology. But Shinryu is very tough. Like I said, he's been in a few Final Fantasies. He's not always a super boss in them. He generally is a super boss, or like a really, really difficult boss in the game. But he's very difficult here. He's very difficult in Final Fantasy V. He's just like randomly in a chest. You open a chest in the final dungeon and he's just inside it, and it's like, oh, shit. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why I did that. I think it was just a misclick. I think I meant to use like cure, like full cure or whatever. Healago or something, and I just ended up clicking the wrong spell. Say Frederick's down. He does a lot of damage, very powerful, and not gonna lie, I do struggle with this. Dude, Frederick's down. Montgomery's down. So like very much struggling. I get so lucky. I won't say why, but it's such a turning point in this battle. So, Sterling, Frederick, and Montgomery are down, right? And Cassandra, being my only person left, she nearly gets killed. Frederick goes down again. Sterling goes down again. Cassandra heals up. I go for a full life, and she avoids it. She avoids it because I think that would have actually killed her, but she was just like the cloak. She's like, not today. And then that is the turning point of the match, and I'm able to carry on and defeat it. But if she had not dodged that attack, I would have got a game over and I would have had to start it all again, and that would have been annoying, but that's fantastic. And that's what I mean, like one of the episodes I mentioned, like she was the MVP of the series, and it's because she never died once through this whole Let's Play, and that was like the biggest thing she could have done. So Cassandra, for my, like, even though Sterling's done all that damage in and all that, Cassandra is probably my MVP of the series just because of that. The fact that she just hasn't died throughout it. Sterling's died a lot. Frederick's died a lot. Montgomery's definitely died a lot because he doesn't have as much health as everyone else. Like, even at, I think we're probably over level 50 at this point, and he's only got 545 HP. But even then, like, the fact that we survived that, there's still a lot of the battle to go. There's about 7 minutes before it's left, and I don't think it's all that. It's like there's like a minute of me not fighting this boss, so it's about 6 minutes of boss fight left. But as you can see why this boss is very tough, and why I did this last instead of doing the other one. I'm not entirely sure what I was doing there. Oh, yeah, that's why. I took off the... this is something I start doing from now on as well. I took off the staff, the rune staff, I think it was the rune staff, from Cassandra. And I started using that, and that basically allows Montgomery, or whoever's using it, I tend to do it with Montgomery, to use Healra, so it gives us a bonus healing. So if you don't have a white mage in your team, but you have a red mage, but you won't have access to heal and Healra and Hilaga, you can use that, and you will get Healra. And while it doesn't heal as much as Hilaga, it still heals by a good amount. It's a good proportion of your max HP that it heals by. So items are very much a blessing in this game. It's the same in other Final Fantasies as well. Like, there's a few games where items are very important. Like Final Fantasy X, items are very important because Riku gets the her overdrive is mixed, and she can do some crazy combinations of stuff that do ridiculous damage or heal you ridiculously as well, and put all these benefits on you. My voice is kind of going as well because I've been recording pretty much non-stop for like the last 2 hours, probably more actually at this point. I can't believe that when I did this, because I did all these on my first attempt, I didn't die. It's incredible that I somehow managed to pull this back to a victory with Cassandra just avoiding that attack. What's Frederick doing? I think, I can't remember how much health Shimmeru has. He's probably about 35,000, 40,000. I know he's got more than Omega. But in the next episode, we have one more bonus dungeon left, and I somehow managed to fit it all in one episode, and I'll explain more about that once we get to it. But yeah, this is just one more bonus dungeon to go after this, and it's kind of crazy that I managed to do this whole series in 21 episodes, because usually my series are like 40 episodes or something. A lot of my series have been 40 episodes, 40 plus episodes. And I could have made some of these episodes shorter and stuff and made it more with more content between episodes rather than condense into one episode, but I think I did it the right way for me personally. Excuse me. I was like right down the microphone. 4,005 damage we did to him then. He's still not dead. Ice Storm. Heal us up a little bit. And 5,050 damage. Look at him go. Come on, Sterling. And again, I don't know if Sterling kills him. He probably does, because he's the one doing the most damage. But I think I just keep stacking up Sterling at this point over Frederick. And there he goes. There he goes down. Shinryu is dead. Fantastic. That's all for bonus dungeons. We get the Ragnarok sword for that. And we get a hero shield from the chest. I think, yeah, only the knight can equip the Ragnarok. But it's not as powerful as the ultimate weapon, so. Yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. In the next episode, the finale, we're going to be taking on the final bonus dungeon. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.